What is going on, everybody? It's Jay, aka it's Green Story here, back with another Phantom Parade video, and I wanted to get the Floor 88 showcase in for Green Miwa, and what can I say? We definitely did a number on Floor 88, and it impressed me even further that A1 Toto was able to perform this well in this team. The only trial and tribulation that I had to go through on this floor was because of Yuji. Everything always comes back to Yuji. So I had to swap Unity from top to bottom to No Mountain Disaster for the increased crit rate. Because with Unity from top to bottom, it's 35% for 2 turns. With No Mountain Disaster, it's 30% for 2 turns. Obviously, it's 50% for 1 turn and then 50% for the next. But at least for No Mountain Disaster, you can kind of keep it up for like the entirety of the fight. I mean, as long as Yuji crits, which is pretty easy. And since the Wreck Bit boosts his crit rate, it makes him easier to Black Flash, because that's the main issue in this run, is Yuji has to Black Flash on at least turn 1 or turn 2, and from turn 1 to turn 2 afterwards, he still has to Black Flash additionally. At least maybe one more time would be preferable, but like then after that, it's either on Yuji to Black Flash again or for Toto to Black Flash himself, which on this run, thankfully, Toto Black Flashed on his own, so I didn't have to overly rely on Yuji. I've attempted this multiple times. I've been on the verge of a 8-turn clear a lot, and I feel like I will try for the 8-turn on another day. Another day. We'll try for the 8-turn, but I definitely know it's possible. I sent a screenshot of my Discord server of like how close I was to the 8-turn, and it was like almost a Toto additional like follow-up, and that would have been the 8-turn. But the bulk of the strategy is pretty simple. I mean, you either co-op ult with Miwa and Toto on turn 3 or turn 4, depending on your RNG, and then the goal afterwards, like, listen, ideally speaking, like this right here, it should have been a Shoko Yuji combo. Like, ideally speaking, nobody gets stunned, and it's Shoko and Yuji combo ulting. But we didn't get the ideal circumstances. If we did, I believe this could have potentially have been the 8-turn clear, but I'll settle for 9. I'll settle for 9 for today. But ideally speaking, you would have combo ulted with Shoko and Yuji on this turn right here, and that would like loop back into Miwa and Toto's ult gauge, which would give us the break. Now, mind you, when I did the Unity version of the clear, the ideal like variation would be Yuji to break on his own, so like he gets that boost from the passive of the Wreck Bit. But at least from using No Mountain Disaster, he's critting like all the time anyway, so there is a constant ult gauge boost going on throughout the entirety of the fight, so it isn't too bad. There's also like a heavy RNG factor to take into consideration. I guess like you have to pray for Toto follow-ups, and on top of praying for Toto follow-ups, you have to pray that he decides to Black Flash on his, you know, skill 3s and potentially his follow-ups. Yuji also has to Black Flash a fair bit still nonetheless, and Miwa has to crit. There has been some runs where Miwa was being very creative and didn't feel like critting, and that didn't make me exactly a happy camper. So all in all, I mean, you'll see right here, we end off like pretty close to the clear around this point, and the Black Flash is just rain. That's why I prefer No Mountain Disaster. I can't lie to y'all. No Mountain Disaster has saved me so many runs on so many other occasions than just this one, because like it was a lot of like, I guess you could say, you like spamming Unity and just trying for the best or hoping for the best to get a Black Flash early on. But at least with Unity, that crit rate increase just goes a long way for Yuji. And we're gonna get this final turn right here. The boy Toto's gonna lock in. Trust. And unlike the sweep showcase, the difference between Toto and Miwa is way more noticeable this time around. But yeah, that's it for me. A little short video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord server. It's in the channel bio. But most importantly, we're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so slap that subscribe button. Alright? It's been Jay, aka it's No Mountain Disaster Story, and I will see you guys later.